What if I told you there is a place on Earth that looks like a giant desert, yet every year it fills with thousands of crystal clear blue lagoons? A place where fish appear in lakes that didn't even exist a few months earlier. A place so strange that many travelers describe it as looking more like an alien planet than somewhere on Earth. At first glance, it seems impossible. Deserts are supposed to be dry. Lakes are supposed to have permanent shorelines. And fish certainly aren't supposed to survive in bodies of water that disappear every year. Yet all of these things happen in one of the most extraordinary landscapes on our planet. Welcome to Lençóis Maranhenses, a breathtaking wilderness in northeastern Brazil where nature has created a masterpiece unlike anywhere else on Earth. Stretching across hundreds of square miles, this incredible landscape is filled with dazzling white dunes that roll to the horizon like frozen ocean waves. But hidden between those dunes are thousands of shimmering lagoons that appear each year as if by magic. Today, we're exploring 10 fascinating facts about Lençóis Maranhenses, uncovering the science, mysteries, and incredible stories behind one of the world's most surreal natural wonders. And trust me, the deeper we go, the stranger this place becomes. Fact number 10. It looks like a desert, but it's not. When most people see photographs of Lençóis Maranhenses, they immediately assume they're looking at a desert. After all, the landscape is dominated by vast fields of white sand dunes stretching in every direction. But appearances can be deceiving. Unlike famous deserts such as the Sahara or the Atacama, Lençóis Maranhenses receives an astonishing amount of rainfall every year. In fact, some parts of the park receive more rain than many temperate regions around the world. This means that technically, Lençóis Maranhenses isn't a desert at all. The dunes were formed over thousands of years as rivers carried sand from inland areas toward the Atlantic Ocean. Powerful coastal winds then pushed the sand back inland, sculpting the immense dune fields we see today. The result is a landscape that looks like a desert but behaves like something entirely different. And that unusual combination is what makes everything else possible. Fact number 9. Its name means the Bedsheets of Maranhão. The name Lençóis Maranhenses has a surprisingly poetic origin. In Portuguese, Lençóis means bedsheets. When viewed from the air, the endless white dunes resemble giant white sheets spread across the landscape. The dunes ripple and fold like fabric frozen in place. Pilots flying overhead often describe the scene as looking like a vast sea of white silk. The second part of the name comes from Maranhão, the Brazilian state where the park is located. Together, the name translates roughly to the Bedsheets of Maranhão. It's a fitting description because few landscapes on Earth look so soft, elegant, and dreamlike from above. Yet despite their appearance, these dunes are constantly moving. Every gust of wind slowly reshapes the terrain, creating a landscape that is never exactly the same twice. Fact number 8. Thousands of lagoons appear every year. This is where Lençóis Maranhenses starts to feel truly magical. Every year during the rainy season, enormous amounts of water fall across the region. The rainwater collects in the valleys between the dunes, creating thousands of temporary lagoons. Some are small enough to cross in minutes. Others stretch for hundreds of meters. From above, the scene is breathtaking. Brilliant blue and emerald green pools shimmer between dazzling white dunes, creating one of the most beautiful natural patterns found anywhere on Earth. The contrast is almost unbelievable. The white sand reflects sunlight like snow, while the lagoons glow with vivid shades of turquoise. Many visitors say photographs don't fully capture the experience. Standing atop a dune and seeing hundreds of sparkling lagoons spread across the horizon is something few people ever forget. Fact number 7. The lagoons eventually disappear. As incredible as these lakes are, they aren't permanent. By the end of the dry season, intense tropical heat gradually evaporates much of the water. The lagoons begin shrinking. Week by week, shorelines retreat. Eventually, many of them vanish completely. What was once a deep blue lake becomes nothing more than dry sand. Then the cycle starts again. The next rainy season arrives, and the empty depressions refill with fresh water. This continuous transformation means the landscape is constantly changing. Visitors who arrive during different months can experience what feels like entirely different worlds. One season offers endless lagoons. Another reveals sweeping seas of pristine white dunes. Nature is continuously redesigning the scenery. Fact number 6. Fish somehow live in temporary lakes. One of the greatest mysteries of Lençóis Maranhenses involves its fish. Imagine discovering fish swimming in a lake that didn't exist 6 months ago. Even stranger, that lake will disappear again before the year is over. How is that possible? Scientists have found several species adapted to this remarkable cycle. Some fish lay eggs capable of surviving in moist sediment after the water evaporates. Others may take advantage of seasonal flooding connections between waterways. When rains return, new generations emerge as if from nowhere. For visitors, the sight can be astonishing. You might be standing beside a crystal-clear lagoon surrounded by dunes and suddenly notice fish swimming beneath the surface. It's one of many reminders that this seemingly barren landscape is actually full of life. Fact number 5. The dunes are constantly moving. Although the dunes appear permanent, they are surprisingly dynamic. Strong Atlantic winds blow across the coast year-round. Those winds pick up sand grains and gradually push them inland. Over time, entire dunes migrate across the landscape. Some move several meters each year. The process is slow enough that visitors rarely notice it happening. But over decades, the changes become dramatic. Dunes can grow, shrink, merge, or split apart. Old pathways disappear. New formations emerge. It's like watching an enormous living sculpture created by wind and time. Nature is the artist, and the artwork is never finished. Fact number 4. People have lived here for generations. Despite the challenging environment, Lençóis Maranhenses is not completely uninhabited. Small communities exist within and around the national park. Families have lived in these areas for generations, adapting their lifestyles to the seasonal rhythms of the landscape. Many communities rely on fishing, small-scale agriculture, and increasingly, tourism. Life here follows a unique calendar shaped by rain and water levels. When lagoons fill, transportation routes may change. When waters recede, new paths become accessible. Residents possess an intimate knowledge of the land that has been passed down through generations. Their connection to this remarkable environment adds a human story to an already extraordinary landscape. Fact number 3. The colors are almost unreal. One reason Lençóis Maranhenses captivates photographers is its extraordinary color palette. The sand is incredibly bright because it consists primarily of quartz. Quartz reflects sunlight efficiently, giving the dunes their striking white appearance. Meanwhile, the lagoons often appear blue, green, or turquoise. The exact color depends on water depth, sunlight, and suspended minerals. Under clear skies, the contrast becomes almost surreal. White dunes, blue lagoons, green vegetation in the distance, and above it all, a brilliant tropical sky. The colors can look so vivid that many people assume photographs have been heavily edited. Yet, the reality is often even more spectacular. Fact number 2. It is one of the most unique national parks on Earth. The world has many beautiful national parks, but very few contain anything remotely comparable to Lençóis Maranhenses. Scientists often describe it as a rare meeting point between multiple natural systems. Here, you can find coastal dunes, freshwater lagoons, rivers, mangroves, beaches, and tropical ecosystems all interacting within a relatively small region. Most landscapes specialize in one thing. Lençóis Maranhenses seems to combine several different worlds into a single location. That uniqueness has attracted researchers, photographers, filmmakers, and adventurers from around the globe. Many arrive expecting beautiful scenery. They leave feeling as though they've visited another planet. Fact number 1. It may be the closest thing on Earth to an alien world. Of all the fascinating facts about Lençóis Maranhenses, perhaps the most remarkable is simply how impossible it seems. Every rule our brains expect appears to be broken. Deserts should not contain thousands of lakes. Lakes should not disappear every year. Fish should not thrive in temporary bodies of water. Yet here, all of these things happen. Standing atop a dune at sunrise, watching the first light illuminate countless lagoons, you can almost believe you've stepped onto another world. It's a place that reminds us how creative nature can be. Even after centuries of exploration, our planet still contains landscapes capable of surprising us. And few places demonstrate that better than Lençóis Maranhenses. In conclusion, Lençóis Maranhenses is more than just a beautiful destination. It's proof that nature still has the power to amaze us. A place where water and sand dance together in an endless cycle. A place where shifting dunes create a landscape that never stays the same. And a place where some of the most breathtaking scenery on Earth appears for only part of each year before vanishing once again. Perhaps that's what makes it so special. Its beauty isn't permanent, it's fleeting. The lagoons arrive, sparkle beneath the tropical sun, and slowly fade away, only to return again the following year. It's a reminder that some of the most extraordinary wonders on Earth are also among the most temporary. And if there is one place that deserves the title of nature's greatest illusion, it might just be Lençóis Maranhenses. If you enjoyed this journey to one of the world's most surreal landscapes, be sure to explore more incredible destinations from around our planet. Because sometimes, the most unbelievable places aren't found in science fiction. They're right here on Earth.